Hello, learners. I want to ask you a question today first. How are you finding these idioms? Is this way of learning the idioms through pictures, is this really interesting and easy? Because after a lot of interest, out of a lot of research, I have found this method of learning things. Because a lot of students and even the youngsters, they used to come to me and ask a few of the easy methods to increase their vocabulary. This was one step that I followed with them, and they found it easy. But now I want to ask you, are you finding it interesting? Right? Please do let me see that what do you answer in comments, and so that I can really enhance the work that I'm bringing to you. Chaliye, let's start with the first idiom today. The first one is I dread to think. You use I dread to think what or how, etc., when something that will happen in the future makes you feel anxious. I dread to think आप कब use करते हैं when you feel anxious that अब क्या होगा. I generally use this term whenever we are conversing in Hindi, or अब क्या होगा. So that means we can just translate that to I dread to think. I dread to think what your father will say about all this. I dread to think how much it's going to cost to repair the car. The car is broken down and now they are really anxious. How much will it cost to get it repaired? Let's come in the comic strip now. This is mom's favorite chair. And what will happen if we can't get the stain out? I dread to think. Now these children, they are anxious. They are little worried, right? That what will happen if mom will see the stains on her favorite chair? So they are warning dad that mom is coming. Now, so what did the dad do? He just sat on the on those stains in order to hide them from the mother, and he just greets her, hello dear. Right? So when you feel anxious, when you are tensed, when you are worried, what will happen in future as a consequence of something, you say, I dread to think. Okay, coming on to the next one. If I were you, अगर मैं तुम्हारी जगह होती तो. Right? So you can use if I were you when you are giving someone an advice or a warning. You are telling them what you would or would not do if you were in their situation. So I would report the matter to the police immediately if I were you. I wouldn't touch that if I were you. It's just come out of the oven. Comic strip. Is it raining outside? So the husband is asking the wife. So she says, not at the moment, but there are lots of dark clouds. If I were you, I would take an umbrella. So she is now advising him. But he says, no, it's all right, thanks. But what happens exactly when, as soon as he steps out, it starts raining heavily, and he thinks, I wish I would have taken the Sally's advice. So I wish I were you. Sorry, if I were you. So if I were you is अगर मैं तुम्हारी जगह होती तो. Right? Let's look at the last one for this video today. I know for a fact that. So you can use I know for a fact that when you are going to give someone an interesting piece of information that you are certain is true. Now you usually use this phrase to distinguish what you are going to say from the gossip or rumor. So you are adding something to the gossip or the rumor, but then what you are going to add is perfectly a fact, and it is certainly true. Now I know for a fact that her mother disapproves of what she is doing. They say that their new neighbor is a millionaire, but I know for a fact that he is not as wealthy as he pretends to be. Okay, let's see here. I have heard that Mr. Jones is thinking of selling his house, but how does anybody know about this? So Mr. Jones is selling this house. I know that for a fact. So she really did he tell you about that? So no, but I know for a fact that he was in the estate's agent's office yesterday. So he was there already in the agent's office, and that's how I came to know that he is trying to sell his house. Okay, so these were the 3 idioms that we have to learn today and revise the previous ones so they all get added and remain fresh into our vocabulary. Thank you so much.